My wife told me she was going to sell me, and I thought she was joking. But on the actual day of the supposed sale, she really put me up online. The ad read, "This is my husband, a good-for-nothing, lazy freeloader with no income. If you're interested in owning a useless man with no backbone, feel free to make an offer. Services are at the buyer's discretion, $200 per day, or $50,000 for a lifetime deal. Whoever buys his future will have him exclusively, and I'll divorce him on the spot. Wishing you all the happiness in the world." She posted it as a joke to humiliate me, but she never expected someone, an actual wealthy woman, to take her up on it. "Zach, I'm selling you," said my wife, Charlotte Yates, with a smug grin as she handed me her phone to show me the post. My face darkened as I read the ad. When we got married, I already had my own thriving business. Charlotte had enjoyed the luxurious life I provided, including the custom-built house I constructed for her parents in their hometown, worth hundreds of thousands, and a $200,000 gift I gave her brother to buy a house and fund his wedding. But 3 years into our marriage, my tech company collapsed. Since then, I've been working from home, developing a video game, but to her, that made me nothing more than a lazy gamer who doesn't earn a dime. This has gone too far? Mocking me like this? Really? I said coldly. When things were good, I never hesitated to give you and your family everything I could. And now that I've hit a rough patch, you throw this in my face? That's cruel. You've been stuck at home for 2 years doing nothing but playing video games. Am I wrong to call you useless? She sneered. I clenched my fists, my frustration boiling over. I'm working on developing a game. How many times do I have to tell you? Once it takes off, everything will change. Stop kidding yourself, Zach. Things won't change. Look at you. She shot back, her words dripping with disdain. How can you be so sure of that? I challenged. Just look in a mirror, she snapped. You look like a hobo. The only difference between you and a beggar is your clothes. And yet, you talk about changing things? I swallowed my anger, trying to stay calm. My time is dedicated to developing the game, Charlotte. You know that. Enough with your excuses, she said, grabbing her bag and heading for the door. It's 8 at night. Where are you going? I asked. To work, obviously. How else do you think we're paying the rent? She retorted coldly. After my company collapsed, the bank repossessed our house. I'll pay the rent, I yelled after her. She didn't even bother responding, slamming the door behind her. I lit a cigarette, trying to calm my nerves. After a moment, I put on my delivery helmet, opened the delivery app on my phone, and waited for an order. Before long, I received a request for crawfish, and the customer even left a $50 tip with a note, asking me to peel the crawfish upon arrival. I picked up the order and made my way to the customer at a karaoke bar called Galactic Lounge. 30 minutes later, I stood outside room 808. Just as I was about to knock, I froze. Inside, I saw Charlotte. She was surrounded by a group of 7 or 8 people, laughing and singing. She was sitting right in the middle, next to her ex.